Yeah. Let's see what we got.
You got Jay?
See what happened last week. Oh man. Let me move this right quick.
I ain't realize it was still all red again, no matter what. The Dow had a couple
Yeah.
of nice days. It's
We
still
was we
red.
was all green a week before though. But yeah, we all red now.
Right
With
back.
IWM being down the most.
Hmm. Well, you know what? They were up the most. IWM had been, the Russell had been crushing it. And so when you had that downturn, it
What's
makes
good
sense.
though, check this out though, Thomas. This weighted alpha, that shows the positive amount for the year. So everybody's still green for the year.
Where we at, Jay?
Can you see it?
I don't see a cursor at all.
Do you see the weighted average? It's one of the
Oh, I see it weighted alpha. Yeah.
yeah,
Gotcha.
weighted alpha. That shows the positivity for the year. So we're up 55%, 55 points for the year on the Q, 46 on the SPY, 46 on the Dow, and almost 100 on IWM. So still good for the year.
Mm.
Just little,
Is that raw points?
yeah, that's raw points. So weighted alpha.
Got you. So I mean, I guess it's healthy.
Yeah. A little bit up and down is healthy. So let's take a better look at the Qs.
Mm.
Down almost 2.5 for the week. And we can see these are the top 5 holdings in the Qs. We can kind of see why. Tesla down the most at almost, what's that, 5.5?
Yeah.
So that was probably one of the biggest laggards for the NASDAQ. So we started Monday here and we ended here. So it's not a bad decline, but it's a decline nonetheless. Still close to the number one zone. What I do like though, TC, I like this here, how it didn't go below Thursday's low. I do like that.
Mm.
Monday, Tuesday. And this is the day I put on my portfolio insurance on Tuesday. Because I kind of thought it was extended. And it really was. It dropped on Wednesday, but then we got that pop on Wednesday. Out
Yeah,
of
it turned around
smoke.
because of the yeah.
But then Thursday, oh my God.
It paid off. That was your payoff right there on
Yeah.
Thursday.
Oh yeah. Well, not really, because I sold it on Wednesday. And then bought them back on Thursday.
Okay, you got a little bit. You got a little bit.
I got not as much as I
Not
should.
as much as it, man.
But
Yeah.
you can see that it does work though. Once you start to get red, you want to start, putting on your insurance and taking advantage of that. So yeah, I did that. Sold it on.
So your insurance was on the Qs,
That's
not
on.
on the actual individual.
It was on the cues and also on the symbols I was trading.
Gotcha. Oh, so you did both.
Yeah.
Why'd you do both?
Because everything was kind of extended. Everything was following the same pattern.
Mm-hmm. All right. Good call. Good call.
We're still holding above this down trend line, which is good. We should keep that. We'll have to see what happens next week. The SPY. So with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. So this is our 5 days here. It really topped out here. What's that? The 398 couldn't reach 400, so it's really got some resistance at the 400 level for the SPY.
Mm.
Bounce back to the 20. Down 1% for the. That's not bad for for the week. 1%.
It's not.
Biggest gainer, Facebook. Look at that, Facebook communications.
Wow. Facebook.
I mean, the company's got to advertise, man, and that's their bread and butter right now. Facebook.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm looking for the SPY, to bounce off the 20 or the 50 here. I'm not looking for it to go back
Mm-hmm.
down to the number one zone, but we will have to see. It's only broken the 50 one time this year, so it's fairly strong still. And you can see what's leading the SPY: Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon. So
And Google. They're just
yeah,
Yeah. Fang is no, it's not working.
Yeah,
The Fang trade is not working.
still frowned upon right now. I don't know how long that's gonna be.
I think you're gonna have to get a flush out. Just being perfectly honest.
Yeah. Now I really see the Dow's extended and probably going to drop the most next week. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking at. Look at all this space. It's got a lot of room to drop. Held up by United Healthcare, Home Depot, and what's it,
Home
Amgen.
Depot was yeah. Home Depot was crushing it like Friday.
I went to Home Depot and I didn't go to it, but I drove by this weekend, man, and it is packed. It is packed. So yeah, Home Depot is getting a lot of that stimmy. They're getting a lot of
That stimmy action.
Home Depot is getting a lot of it. Yeah, I really do think it's going to come back down here and really touch the 20 period moving average. I really see that, man, which is why I still got that Dow Jones put. I'm going to keep it on. Should give me some good protection next week.
Yeah,
Plus, it just reached all time highs this week. So we are
it
still
did.
right up there.
It's a nice. It's definitely got some room to pull back.
Now, what I did know, Thomas, I did not know that the top holding for IWM is Plug Power, my man. Plug Power.
Is it?
Yes, I did not know that.
I did not know that either. Penn National Gaming.
Yes.
Was that Novavax?
Yeah, and Darling Ingredients. This is another
What?
resort company, Caesar Entertainment, a Caesar
Mm,
Resorts. But each one of these, everything in IWM is less than 1%, man. Every holding in it. But these are
is
still
less than 1%.
less than 1%.
Plug Power. Hey, Plug made a lot of people bread. I can't hit on Plug
They still are, man. When we see the IWM flying, man, Plug is probably one of the big reasons why.
for sure.
But yeah, she's dropping back, to the 20. She got our 50 here also. So it's dropping back. It may find support at the 20. We will have to see. It's got a lot of room to play with here.
Yeah, Plug actually had some bad press.
What was it?
Plug looks like they overstated some things.
Don't they always?
They overstated some things.
Little embellishment.
A little light embellishment has caused them to pull back a tad. Look at that
Still good though, man. IWM is still a great.
trade. But here's the thing I'm looking at. If you look here, one thing I look for when I trade, when I my slow period, the rate of change starts to catch up to the fast period. You got the 20-day and the 50-day here. So you got them 2.5 times faster than the 50-day. When that thing starts to close the gap, that begins to tell me that it's weakening.
Yeah,
And when
here.
you really start to look at that, we had some real separation back here. And
Yeah,
now we're coming back. And
all
that
the
doesn't
same.
mean it is will, but that tells me that the rate of change for the 50 period is increasing faster than the rate of change for the 20 period, and that will create a crossover,
Hmm.
which would not be good.
Do you see it getting stuck in this zone here again? Because it only briefly got out of this zone. It may get stuck in this sideways pattern again because it was here for a while.
That's that's what you that's what so to be honest, that's what created the catch up,
Yeah.
right? So what what we have to see is if it the most positive thing that can happen from here, in my opinion, or the most positive is that it just goes up. But I mean, we're not gonna, realistically speaking, right? Probabilistically speaking, the most positive thing we can see here is another sideways movement where the 50 and the 20 just do a dance, and then we get past all this drama of we get through the vaccines, people start going back outside and all that jazz.
Back to the resorts.
Yeah, and
Back to
once that kind
gaming.
of yes, if that starts to happen, then we start to move, and then they separate again to the upside. That's what I think. If that happens, that's great. So a sideways trend to me from here is the most positive thing.
I don't have any puts on the IWM.
Hmm.
And I probably won't put any on right now because we're right on that 20.
Yeah.
And we probably won't be here long. So I probably will. I may have missed that one already. But if I had
Yep.
attacked it, when I saw that red, what day was that? That was here. So here, that would have been the time to put on that protection.
Show me where.
Right at that top.
Yeah, your cursor's not there.
You can't see that?
No,
Dang, I don't know why it's not showing for you. It's all right though.
it's right now. I see you.
Okay.
Yeah. So which day? That first red.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
have been
that day right there. That's your day. Yeah.
yeah. I'm not missing them jokers no more, Playboy. I'm taking them, man.
So is there inverse IWM?
There is. I don't know what it is though, but there is one.
Let's figure it
I
out.
mean, everything's got an inverse, man. But I mean, well, you can buy that or just buy a cheap put, about
Mm-hmm.
$100 out. 100 to 200, fairly cheap. Yeah, let me know what it is. I want to know too. I want to write that joker down.
I'm looking at. So it's a Pro Shares short mid cap 400 MYY,
Ah, okay.
and there's a Pro Shares short small cap 600 SBB, and then there's a Pro Shares just short the whole Russell 2000 RWM.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man, this is our sector overview. We got energy leading the pack again at 7%, followed by industrials and financials.
That's a month view because I think energy's overdone. I made that call a couple of weeks ago. I
Yeah,
think in the forum, I think energy's like had its run.
yeah. I think financials also, man. They may be pulling back here fairly soon.
The problem with financials is the rates are going to keep them are going to stymie any drop.
You think it's still going to keep the rising though? You think the rates are going to keep rising? They got to pull
They're
back,
talking 2%.
man. I mean, it's got to pull back before it gets there. Though. That's what I'm hoping, man.
You hoping it ain't got to do nothing but stay black and die, brother.
Man,
That's it, man. Yeah, I mean I'm not saying it's going to go there every day from here, but and I'm not saying it's going to go there. Period. But that's what they're saying. That's what the street is talking. The streets are talking.
that's one of the main bottlenecks. Throttling. A lot of our profits, man. That 10-year, it's hard to find a steady trend, man.
I think that's our trends and what we do for a living here is finding these trends and operating on them. This 10-year situation is completely thwarting our ability to identify opportunities and make money. So
Yeah, it's a hindrance.
one
It definitely is.
of the things I'm trying to do is put on a trade that I think in 30 days will make me money. And I'm calling that my insurance. So more swing trades, right? Getting in at a good price point and just riding that one trade for 30 days
Yeah,
or less, hopefully, right?
I like that.
and so in the meantime, if I can make money in this choppy thing, that's good. But that's sort of how I'm hedging.
I like that. I like it. And we were right, man. The markets, it's not that bad. We had more advancers than decliners and more
Yep.
highs than lows. So more new highs than new lows last week. So not that bad, looking at the whole picture. The volume is kind of close. More down volume than up on the New York Stock Exchange. The NASDAQ up volume outpaced the down volume, and the same thing for
Yeah.
NYSE. So
Mm-hmm.
not a bad week, man. The markets are looking for support. All the major indexes closed lower for the week, but not by a lot. Um, so just be careful as volatility is still very high out there. You can be up on a stock, 2% one day and down 3 the next. So you really gotta watch it. The indexes are very, very choppy.
This is choppy as hell, man. It's frustrating, brother.
Be careful. Just take a quick look at the commodities. Gold and silver both are trying to find basis.
Mm.
Both are in a slight uptrend.
Yeah,
We'll see
that's
if they can
interesting.
maintain that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and both are.
I'm
Silver.
just trying to find where can you put your money?
Yeah. About 2 weeks ago, gold and silver would have been a good place to put it right before they had that before the green started to show up here on both of them.
Mm-hmm.
That bottom there, that number one level, would have
Yeah,
been a
that
pretty
would have been
nice,
ideal.
pretty nice place. Silver hasn't had a crossover yet, so it may still have a little more room to run. Gold is already crossed over
Yeah,
at the top of its peak, so it may,
it's at that 3 zone
yeah,
already. So you may
it
your
may
best
bounce
hope
back a
there
little
is to
bit.
go to 4, but more than likely, I don't like Friday's trade on that gold.
Yeah, couldn't break out of that
That's
number
real
3.
tight. Yeah, it couldn't break out. So it looks like silver's stuck in this 2 zone. Quite frankly,
Yep, it's right at the top of it. It could bounce back down to the one. It's stuck in that zone, so we'll have to see.
yeah,
And it's
no
under the
doubt.
20 and the 50, so a lot of resistance.
Yeah,
Natural gas and oil. Natural gas tried to bounce off the number one zone here, approaching the number two, which is what's that 960, almost $10. Still below the 20 and the 50, so it's got a lot of room to go. Move our picture so we can see the oil. I think oil finally declined a little bit for us, man. Finally, a little bit. It was on a tear here, for what,
I, yeah. I told you.
all of 2021.
Yeah, I was like, bro, that's got to pull back. Energy. I mean, I don't know. One little factoid that I learned was that you know who owns the most clean energy patents?
I'm gonna say Tesla.
No.
Uh-oh, don't say Chevron or somebody like that.
Yeah, the
Wow.
fossil fuel companies own more clean energy patents than
Are they using
anybody
them?
else. I mean, I think that's their hedge, right? Like,
Wow.
yeah, that's something that
Wow.
I learned recently.
So they're getting paid off all these electric car vehicle companies
I
using.
don't know if they own necessarily the patent to how Tesla's doing his thing, but some they own patents to the future. They're gonna be a part of this future,
Oh yeah, we know that. Yeah, yeah. They
you know.
let that money go by.
Yeah, so I think that was their.
Dang.
What the saddest part about it, honestly, is the fact that they had these patents and they still weren't doing anything with it.
Yep.
Right, they were gonna ride it out to the bitter end, regardless of what it was doing. So that's kind of whack.
Yep. You definitely right, man. The
Oh, our
almighty
friend.
year. Man.
Yes, look at this 6%, man. Come on, bro.
Man. So yeah, it went up 6%. I think it went up 5% the previous week. So we're still flying, man. Still flying. This is the beginning of March here. Been straight jumping. Man. I think they got some more bond auctions this week, man. So we're gonna see some action in the 10-year. I don't know if it's gonna go up or down, but they got another auction this week. So we will have to see
Forget
what
about it.
happens.
Forget about it, man.
And against everything else, man, the 10-year went up more than anything else.
Damn.
The only thing close was Bitcoin at 2.48%, which is a
You
weak.
know what? Go ahead.
That's a weak week for Bitcoin. 2%. That's very weak for
It
Bitcoin.
was it was up and down. That's why it was go up, come back down, go up, come back down. I checked on it earlier today. So it's just not. What I will say though is I wish we just get 2%, get wherever it's going fast as possible, create some real no joke market opportunities.
Yeah. What I do like though, man, that they're trying to find some footing in the face of these rising yields. So the
Yeah,
traders are trying. They are trying, and investors are trying. They're trying to buy the dips. They are trying, man.
but that's the problem, and I think buying those dips is prolonging the process.
Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying, man. We might have another leg to go down, which is why you need that portfolio insurance.
I'm a fan, brother. I can tell you this right now.
This is a choppy week of Bitcoin. Look at those volatile moves, man.
Seems like it's up
Big
and down, up and
moves.
down.
Stuck in the range between what is that? 54,000 and 60. So we'll see if
Uh
it can
oh.
break above 60 or below 54. 54.
Is that blue our 20? Is that our 20 period?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm.
See,
Oh,
it's trying to
we
curl
going
up.
above. Yeah, we going above. That's gonna push that thing above 60, brother.
I hope so. I'm in it. I hope so.
Yeah, of course you do. I bet you do. Yeah,
Look at these
that's
big drops
good.
back here, man.
Mm.
I don't know what happened, but they were bought up. So there's a lot of money just waiting to get into Bitcoin when it shows any sign of weakness. So they are not afraid to put their millions into Bitcoin. It's market movers. I took Palantir off. What stands out to me is Ford.
Did you
Ford
take it
is
off, or is it no longer like
well, it's
showing up?
still here. It's got a lot of volume, but I took it off.
Mm.
It's not a standout in my mind anymore. Um, the
He
honeymoon is
hated
over.
us.
It's over.
Oh, that weak. He hated up
so I
Palantir.
so the CEO came
I'm
on
weak.
TV and started talking. Was that last week? I want to say
Yeah,
he was talking directly to a lot of the investors in his stock. They don't find the movement that they want. He was like, you ain't got to trade
try
it.
something else. Yeah,
Go somewhere else. I
that's what he
like that
said.
take. He's telling the truth. Um, some investors didn't like that though, so it had a rough week following that. But
No
I
doubt.
stand by what he said, man. He's right, man. He's not beholden to any shareholder. He's trying to run his company, man. He's got a 5-10 year vision he's working on. He could care less what they say, which is fine in my opinion.
No,
But
from his perspective. But
the stock, as far as a trader's perspective, is not giving me what I want right now. So
yeah, I was watching it. I was like, Palantir, you about to get cut from my top 30.
I made a little off some Palantir puts last week, man, but I still got some longs on it I'm not too happy about. So they're gonna get cut Monday and Tuesday. I might have to move on to something else. I might have to divorce her for a little while.
So what's your new thing? You got a new boo?
Uh,
You know how you know how we do. We always got somebody on the side,
it
what you
might be
got?
Hive, man. I gotta put a little more research in on it. Might be Hive.
Yeah, Hive is
It might be
mm-hmm.
Hive.
Hive penny
We'll see
stock.
though. We'll see. But I
All
do
right.
like Ford's chart, man. It's nice basing. It's hugging, the 20. It's about to bounce off again. I should have added it here, but I didn't. I mean, it's one of the cheapest automakers you can invest in right now.
For
Um,
sure.
you won't find anything under $12 for a reputable company like Ford with earnings. I mean, it's a stalwart of what a company should be in America.
And I mean
Ford
F
is
one
a
fifty,
stalwart.
you can't beat that truck. That's
Yeah,
probably the most popular truck in America, I'm sure.
and I hear good things about that electric Mustang they have also, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So Ford, I'm a believer in Ford.
I might have to
It's the only car maker you
check it
see on
out.
this list.
Yeah, you're right, and it is. It's on the $13. Good volume too. Pretty good volume.
Yeah. I like Ford, man. I still got an Expedition, man.
Do you?
Yeah, one of my vehicles. I like Ford, man. I know you know the acronym Fix or Repair Daily.
Yeah. I don't know if I can buy one, the actual vehicles, but
I'll
I
look at
can own
something
the stock.
electric.
Yeah.